I couldn't find any ultimate bad acting moment.
No, I thought it was quite good.
Yeah, acting was
Generally,
quite good. Maybe
yeah.
just the Picard fall.
Yes, that's true.
The Picard being hit
Yeah.
and hitting the wall.
That was bad acting. Patrick Stewart.
Yeah,
Please refilm that one scene.
Yeah,
put it in.
Get it together,
Thank
Picard,
you.
Patrick Stewart.
No!
Hi, Andrew.
Hello, James.
How's it going?
Asking good.
Yeah. So,
I just watched a great episode of Star Trek Next Generation.
oh, what was the episode called? The Schizoid Man.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, or the
Schizoid.
Schizoid
Man.
Ah, what does that actually mean, Andrew?
Well, I'm glad you asked, James, because I know this. It is a personality disorder.
Oh, yeah.
And let me just share with you a few of my thoughts about this this disorder. Schizoid personality disorder is a condition where a person shows very little, if any, interest and ability to form relationships with other people. It's very hard for the person to express a full range of emotions. If you have schizoid personality disorder, like yourself, you may be seen as keeping to yourself or rejecting others.
Yeah. Go away, Andrew.
Wow.
I think I've got the...
you got
now
the
I realise now this episode is actually taught me about myself.
Yeah.
That's probably why I love this episode.
It's a true reflection of...
Yeah. I like this episode.
Yeah.
But I've heard one of the producers, Maurice Hurley, he doesn't like the episode. He thinks it's terrible.
Right. And yet he produced it.
Yeah, but he didn't like the fact that Data was pretty much not Data in this episode.
Okay.
And someone else said that another review said it's the worst episode of Star Trek Next Generation.
Really?
Yeah, because they didn't know what to do in the last 20 minutes of the episode.
Oh, I see.
Because there's nowhere else for it to go. But yeah, I personally think it's a really good episode. I say it's probably one of the better episodes so far that we've watched.
Well, yeah.
It's not hard
to beat,
it's not hard, is it? No, it's true. Acting was really good. Brent Spiner's really good in it. And the guest star, Dr. Graves, he's good.
Yeah. Don't know what the actor's name is.
Something Shepherd.
Okay. Colonel Shepherd.
Yeah, but he's in other Star Trek iterations as well, the actor.
Okay.
He's in Voyager.
Right.
He's in the 2009 Star Trek film.
Which is?
2009 Star Trek.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. Okay.
It's just called Star Trek.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. That's the reboot
remake
one.
Right, I see, yes.
He's in he's like a Vulcan in that.
Okay.
And he's in another episode.
That's fun. He still hasn't lost the Star Trek edge.
And also we got another guest appearance of a recurring Trek person who plays Dr. Solar.
Oh, Dr. Solar.
Yeah.
I recognise her face, but I'm not sure what to be.
Well, I can tell you what else she's been in. Yeah, so she plays Worf's lover.
Right.
Kayla.
Yes.
Susie Plaxton.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's also the female Q in Voyager.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that's quite interesting.
I liked her character in this, the Vulcan.
Yeah, she had quite a bit to do. But yeah, at the beginning of the episode, obviously, I thought it was quite a good bit where Pulaski, nifty effect they used when she's goes in the corridor into the turbo lift and goes up. But you see her go in from the corridor onto the turbo lift, and then the doors opens and the bridge is there at the beginning.
Oh, I missed that.
So they must have done some kind of blue screen effect.
Oh, very clever.
Yes. So unless everyone just rushed.
Or they actually built an actual turbo lift.
Yeah.
And had two rooms with an elevator.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Like in Deep Space Nine, when they got their elevator.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
It's exactly a real thing. Quite funny to see Data with a beard.
Yeah. I feel so distinguished. And when I stroke it thusly, what's he on, man?
Yeah. And Troy's laughing her head off, and she just runs out the room, leaves Geordie to it.
Poor Geordie.
Yeah.
Data's best friend.
When I stroke the beard thusly, do I not appear more intellectual?
I'm sorry, I have to go now. Goodbye.
I'm guessing we see more of their relationship, Geordie and Data, more from this season since like Elementary Dear Data.
Yeah.
You don't really. It's not really as well established, maybe in season 1, but they seem to be working on it a bit more in this season.
Well, yeah, even in season 1, Geordie is
not a chief engineer.
He's not a chief engineer, and he's kind of hit and miss. Is he in an episode? Is he not?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
There's some ship called the Constantinople that's in danger. Pulaski says she's got to stay behind and have to do this. Dr. Graves is in danger, or not danger, he's not well, and they have to do like some kind of beam them down and quickly warp off. I mean, I don't know what the rush is, because like it doesn't take that much time anyway. Like what's 5 seconds gonna do?
Yeah, I was thinking that, like this near warp transport, which I guess maybe at the time you don't really clock. Actually, you could just stop, beam them down and flew off.
Yeah.
But like they're doing it this whole, if we warp really fast, spin off, zoom off really quickly, we can shave off a few seconds of the time.
Yeah, but it didn't really show that, because they stopped and it's like ship moving for like a 5-second shot. Ship not move, kind of at impulse, and they beam through the they beam down, and Troy thinks, "Oh,
I felt like I was in that wall over there."
You were
for a moment.
What do you mean?
You'll see, counselor. Energize.
Wait a minute, I don't understand.
You do now.
This might sound crazy, but for a moment, I thought I was stuck in that wall.
Yeah, it was a bit pointless, that bit.
It was. I don't know what the writers.
What was the point of it? That's interesting.
And now let's never use that again.
Yeah, let's not talk about that random thing. But yeah, the urgency. I think it's trying to show the urgency, but it didn't really come across. We get to see Dr. Ira Graves,
and his assistant.
An assistant. Forget her name for now. I do have a name.
It's very memorable, isn't it?
She's a memorable
Well, she'll call her Ira Graves' assistant.
Yeah, she has got a name. Kareen. Yeah.
As in Kareen off the road.
Yeah. Unlike this episode, ironically. So we get Dr. Solar introduced. I think she's a good character. You don't ever see her again.
That's a shame.
But she gets mentioned often.
Oh, really?
Like, Dr. Solar, come to sick bay, or like in different episodes, the Dr. Solar's mentioned.
Oh, fair enough.
Like in the scripts and other episodes, but you never see her.
Dr. Solar, report to Null G Ward Stat.
Dr. Solar, your present location? Computer, current whereabouts of Doctors Hill and Solar.
There is no Dr. Hill or Dr. Solar aboard the Enterprise.
Tell Dr. Solar she can use Ward 3 for the ambulatory patients, and I'll stay here.
Transporter room 4 to sick bay.
All right, come in. Guinan, what's wrong?
I need a doctor.
Jordy beat me in straight sets today. I think I've developed tennis elbow.
Well, you better go to sickbay. I think Dr. Solar's on duty.
I don't want to see Dr. Solar. I always see you. I'm very particular about my doctors.
Governor, with your permission, I'd like to take the body back to the ship to run further tests.
Of course, Doctor.
Ensign, ask Dr. Solar to run a biospectral analysis.
Yes, Doctor.
You're not going to run the test yourself?
No, I have some things I need to attend to.
I like seeing Vulcans in these different roles.
Yeah, you don't really see it. This is like probably one of we haven't seen Vulcans that often.
No.
Other Vulcans, other than Spock in Next Generation, apart from that Vulcan who did a test in Coming of Age.
Yes.
And then this is the next Vulcan, I think.
Okay. Would you? Yeah.
There's a Vulcan actually in a Conspiracy as well, but he wasn't very. He's quite emotional, wasn't he? In a way. He wasn't emotional, but he was. He seemed quite normal. Do you remember one of the admirals in Conspiracy? So we haven't seen many Vulcans, and she was quite good as a Vulcan. Like she seemed like a Vulcan woman.
She seemed like she had the ears for it.
But she was like, you know, the way she was, standing and stuff.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, yeah. So we saw Dr. Ira Graves, and he has some dodgy things to say.
Yeah, very definitely not PC correct.
I know this episode. Women aren't people. They're women.
Women are women.
Yeah. So he's got this disease called Darnay's disease.
He's gonna die.
Yeah, he's gonna die.
He dies.
He dies. Yes, he dies.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. But does he die?
Does he die?
Because he has a nice conversation with Data, doesn't he?
Yeah.
About if you had a heart. We were singing that song, whistling "If Only I Had a Heart," which is, I guess, kind of echoing Data's situation, like in Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Where the Tin Man wants to have a heart, like Data wants to be like a human.
Mm-hmm.
I think Data somehow talks about he can be turned off and on.
Yes.
And
then he was like, let me guess where.
No, don't tell me.
Unions.
Well,
where did he put it?
Yes.
Subject forever alien to you.
That is not necessarily true, Grandpa. I do have an off button, if you will. Its activation robs me of my consciousness, therefore rendering me dead for all intents and purposes. It is not something I enjoy contemplating.
Oh, I can understand that. Just where would Soong position such a device? Don't tell me. Let me guess.
And then we find out he's dead by Data just walking into the room and saying he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And then that's the dramatic end of that scene.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But even there, like, so I know you haven't seen the episode for a long time. It feels like it's obvious what's happened straight away.
Yeah. I think the writers were intending the viewers to recognise
that he's been inhabited by Dr. Graves.
Which is quite difficult to do like that without it making it feel like the crew are complete idiots.
Yes.
Because I know they're trying to make it, like, at the start we don't know officially, we don't know that it's happened. We just see Data acting a bit weirdly. I'm wondering whether it would have been better to have seen him seeing Ira Graves deactivate Data, put himself in Data, so then we know from the get-go. I don't know, would that just be too much? Yeah.
I think you already know anyway. I mean, I'm going to mention it in one of the questions, like how could this episode be done better? I mean, I still enjoyed the episode, even though I knew what was going on, what was happening. But if the intention was we were not meant to know, it didn't work. It wouldn't have worked, because I think it seems like we know that Data's been taken over.
Yeah, we're meant to know.
Yeah, I forgot the other bit before Graves dies. The insults that Worf gets.
Oh yeah.
Like,
excuse me, are you a Romulan?
Yeah. Not a stern shirt to be insulted. And then Dr. Graves says, he's not a Romulan, he's a Klingon, though they're much alike.
Yeah.
He's like, he's very insulted. But
it's a shame Worf just doesn't go off on one and
loses it.
Kills them both.
Yeah.
He's a Klingon after all.
Yeah, exactly. He could just...
all the insults that he's taken.
Yeah, he could just go back into his... He'll be accepted in the Klingon world. What he's done he's acceptable.
Yeah.
In his society.
He's acted in honour.
Exactly. How dare you? Yeah, so Data's already acting weird. I think the first obvious weird thing is he tries to touch Corrine's hair or something.
Yeah.
Which is a bit weird thing
for
Data to do.
Checks himself at the end.
Yeah. I love the funeral bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To know him is to love him.
Is to know him.
To love him is to know him.
Yes. Those who knew him loved him. And those who knew him from afar also loved him.
In the same way.
I'm almost finished, sir.
You are finished.
Yeah. I think that's when I started working out that there's something not quite right.
Yeah. I guess because they try and explain it, Geordi tries to explain to the captain that, Data's trying out more human like emotions and stuff.
Because of the beards, maybe one of the things.
But
Troy and Geordi are talking to each other saying, maybe what happened, the death somehow triggered something. They try and work out that something's happened. I
guess maybe it is feasible that they do genuinely believe that Data is just being Data.
Yeah.
But they beam the body up to space, don't they, in a torpedo?
Yeah.
But I'm sure, like in the films and other places, they shoot the torpedo out.
They do, yeah. This one was beamed out.
Is it because he's not a...
They didn't have enough budget in the effects to create the red light. I don't know. That's true, yeah. He was just beamed out.
Maybe he's not a Starfleet officer, so that's probably reserved for...
Starfleet, you get fire out of the torpedo tube.
To love him was to know him. Those who knew him loved him, while those who did not know him loved him from afar.
Data.
I am almost finished, sir.
You are finished, Data.
So Picard believes there's something wrong, and he meets up with Picard in his ready room for a bit. And when he exits out the ready room, he's like whistling the "If Only I Had a Heart" tune.
Yeah, he checks out that lady passing by.
Yeah, that's true. He does. Yeah. So it's definitely obvious now. It's like, if you haven't got it now, you should get it now, because I'm whistling the same tune that Graves whistles. I'm checking out a woman walking past, because we know that Graves likes women, because women aren't people, they're women.
That's right.
Yeah. So I think it's obvious now. I felt
quite concerned for Picard, though, when he was with Data on his own in the ready room, and he asked Data to do a self-diagnosis to see if something was wrong. And then...
Yeah. Is that in that bit? It was that bit.
Or was that later?
I think it might have been later.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Data pretends to do a self-diagnosis and says, no, everything's fine. Yeah. And then Picard then says, for the first time I've known you, I don't believe you.
He is a regalian ox.
I wish I could believe that. I would accompany you to sickbay. But I doubt if that would do us any good.
Sick bay? Are you ill, Captain?
I'm getting there. I'm going to have engineering run a full physical on you.
I am sure that will not be necessary, Captain. I am fully capable of running a circuit check on myself. It will immediately determine any abnormalities.
Do it. That's an order.
Just as I expected. I am fine. Could not be better.
For the first time since I've known you, I don't believe you.
It's quite interesting because the way Data's behaving reminds me of Law as well.
That's true. Yeah.
Especially with the jealousy aspects of
it.
Yeah,
very self-centered.
Yeah. But he goes to, yeah, because he appears to be jealous, like Law, when I think Picard shows Karine around the bridge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he starts muttering to himself.
Yeah. You just come out and admit it.
Yeah.
Admit what? That your interest for her is not entirely professional.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Get off my bridge.
Yeah. That's when he reminds me of Law, because he's like, he looks a bit scary.
Yes, yeah. I mean, having it as the same actor.
Yeah. And he insults Riker as well, doesn't he?
Does he?
Yeah. Or even Riker's not even doing anything. It's like, he's not interested in you, Picard, or anyone with limited intellect. And the camera is on Riker. It's like, what? He's not even done anything. So yeah, and I think they do some tests. Troy does some tests, and just show clips from season 1 episodes of The Next Generation, and Star Trek movies from the original series.
Excellent.
And then that's when Troy says there's 2 distinct personalities. Yeah.
Poor Data. He's been taken over.
Yeah, our beloved character. And the weaker ego, which is Data, is slowly dying. And I think that's when the whole crew, it clicks for them. Yeah. Yeah. They're walking down the corridor and want to find out where Data is located. And just after they turn a corner, there's a turbo lift door closing behind, like in the background, but the lights are off.
Oh dear!
So someone's going in a the dark turbo lift.
Yeah.
So it's a bit odd.
Maybe they're trying to save power.
They were.
Yeah.
Or it was Data.
That's a lot of lights on the Enterprise to run.
Yeah. It's interesting they call it Graves World, though, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a whole planet.
Yeah, it's named after you. It's almost like saying, "Oh, let's go to Andrew World or Wilmshurst."
Cool. Yeah.
Let's go to the Wilmshurst world.
I'm guessing it's because he's so renowned for cybernetics, which is why it was a top 1 or level 1 priority for them to actually go see him. Point of view of the Federation, he's so valuable. I'm guessing that's why he's got his own planet.
Yeah. All the writers just couldn't bother to
make up a name.
Yeah. Tari 4.
Exactly. There you are.
Yeah.
We can do it just like that.
Just call it Graves World. All right then. Maybe, yeah. Possibly. Because
there's no one else on the planet, is there? As far as we know. It's just the 2 of them.
Yeah, unusual, isn't it, really, to have just 2 people on one planet.
But he likes to be isolated. He's a bit of a loner. He likes his independence.
So, Troy and Dr. Solar have a meeting with Picard. They talk about these, Solar talks about what Graves' personality is like, and Picard's like, "Oh, that sounds familiar." And then Data's in sick bay, and I think Worf is ordered to go to sick bay. Not sick bay, sorry, 10 forward.
Oh, yeah.
Today's in 10 forward.
And Worf walks in.
Not looking in the wrong direction.
Yeah. Just stands in the doorway like,
yeah,
I'm going to start looking at this bulkhead where no one ever sits or stands.
Yeah, he walks in, but
So
you
it's
should
so
be.
unsubtle about it. As well.
Yeah.
What's interesting is when he walks in, when Wolf walks in, you hear the doors.
Oh yeah.
But when they're filming and the focus isn't on anyone of the extras walking in or out, you won't hear the doors.
Oh.
So they purposely do that so you recognise that he's walked in, so your attention is somebody's at the door, which is when Data turns around. But Data wouldn't turn around at anyone else walking in or out.
No. Did Data turn around then?
Yeah, when Wolf walks in, he turns around and sees.
That's interesting. That's true. You wouldn't. You'd be looking around all the time. Someone's coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Data's talking to Kareen, and
breaks her hands.
Yeah, fractures them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, because he's
it?
annoyed, isn't he? Because she doesn't want to be made into. Because he says, we can a robot, yeah, an android like him, so they can, because he's interested in her, but he's too old, and now he said, well, I can build you a body, and we can live forever. And she doesn't want that, and for that she gets a fractured hand. Yeah,
that's fair, I think.
Yeah. Exactly. So but we don't know it's fractured until later on.
Yeah, at the moment we just think she's just hurt. She's been hurt.
Yeah. And then we go to engineering.
Oh yeah, don't come up here. You're not going to like it.
Yeah, and that's when he goes up and we see
Geordie on the floor. Oh.
Apparently it's not just Geordie.
I think there was someone else, but we don't really know.
I didn't know there was someone else until Picard said 2 other people are injured. So we can just say we've got one weedy security person. That's when Data or Graves says, "I'm not a violent man."
Like, wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Doctor, how is Kareen's hand? Oh, really fractured? Oh, right.
Yes, exactly. Not a violent man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dot. Who's been a naughty boy?
Exactly.
How many more accidents, Graves? How many more? 2? 40? 400?
1 million? I'm getting confused with Insurrection now.
Yeah.
How many people does it take, Admiral?
Come on.
It was quite similar to Insurrection speech, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How many more people does it take, Data? Until it's okay. But yeah, it's quite a good speech anyway, because
I like Picard's speeches.
Yeah, he's very good. He was good in that scene, and they were both good together. And it's not fair that he used Data. He's not expendable. And why should he decide?
But he's a robot.
Yeah.
He's a machine.
But Picard's trying to argue he's sentient and they shouldn't be.
Well, you should take that to another episode.
Yeah.
Don't try and cram it into this episode.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably why not Picard out. Not now. So,
I didn't really like his acting where he gets knocked over.
Oh, Picard.
And he's hanging onto the post as he falls down. I think to myself, well, if Data really hit you,
you wouldn't be doing a soft.
I think you'd either be dead or you'd be flying across the room.
Yeah, that's true.
With the strength that he has.
No being is so important that he can usurp the rights of another. Now set him free.
No!
Center of the vortex. Photon torpedoes locked on target. Hold for my order.
Computer, transfer command to engineering. Full security alert.
Probe is emitting an unusual particle stream.
Sir, the beam is penetrating our shields. Increase speed to...
Captain?
It's all right.
And then he has a change of heart.
He does.
Yeah. Just like that. I knocked out with the captain. Oh, okay then. I might as well stop now.
Yeah. And he's lying down in the same place he was lying before in Data Law.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
His favourite spot.
Yeah, his favourite spot. That's where you lie down.
But you got to think, if he uploaded himself to the computer, surely he'll be lying down or sitting in the chair at the desk. Because that's where he would have unloaded himself.
That's true. Yeah.
He would unload himself and then walk to the middle of the room and lie down.
That's true. And where is his USB port?
I reckon it's in one of his fingers.
Oh, okay.
He can just take it off and plug himself in.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I was thinking...
Or he might just plug a wire into his head. Some of the episodes you see that, don't you?
That's true.
Like an engineering.
That's true.
In which case, he should still be plugged in.
Yeah, you didn't see. Maybe there was a cable.
No, there wasn't.
No, there wasn't. Maybe it's Bluetooth.
Oh, yeah. Okay, wireless. That's true.
Wireless connection.
Yeah.
It should be working like that now in that time.
It should be.
Dave doesn't remember anything.
No. Geordie, can I ask you a question?
Yeah. And can I ask another question after this question? How many questions have you got? And yeah, that's Picard's convinced that's Data.
Mm-hmm.
Because
he's back to his normal self.
Yeah, asking weird questions.
Yes.
And then Riker makes a really bad joke about Data wrestling with a Klingon Targ.
Oh.
Yeah, that's only Riker's bit in the episode, isn't it, really?
Never mind.
He hasn't done much.
It's better like that, I think.
Well, Riker?
Yeah, just having a minor role.
Yeah, for some of them, or just Riker? Do you have some ill...
Oh, actually, no, yeah. No, some of his episodes are good, but some of them are like, you could have been a minor character in that episode. Yeah.
Shut up!
I beg your pardon.
I said shut up! As in close your mouth and stop talking.
Just at the very end, you see Graves is in the computer.
Yes, he's in the computer.
Yeah.
That's right. His
consciousness,
but not the human aspect is missing.
Or all of his intellect.
Yeah.
Which I do suddenly get a bit concerned at, like, how is it not just taking over the ship? And...
Maybe because it's just the information rather than consciousness, I guess. I think that's what's they're trying to explain.
Okay, fair enough. I'll have some kind of follow-up. So maybe nothing specifically for that episode, but this guy is the lead of cybernetics in all of Starfleet, or everything they know. He's the guy who taught Soon everything he knows. We've got all of his intellect in the computer, and then now what? They could do something with that.
Yeah.
Don't know what.
Lawnmower Man. Have you seen that?
A long time ago. I don't really remember it, really, to be honest.
Isn't it some guy in a computer and he starts trying to take over stuff?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yourself?
I think maybe it's trying and make it more of a mystery that Data's been inhabited.
Yeah.
To make it a bit more like...
We're guessing as well, we don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how you'd do that. It'd probably be a bit similar to that episode Clues. Yeah, later on they make... I don't remember that episode where Data has to hide this information.
Yeah, and then everyone else sees discrepancies, like Doctor's got the things that have grown and...
Yeah, they don't know what's going on and try to work out why is Data lying.
Yes.
And all that.
That's a good episode.
And I think that's a better episode.
It is, yeah. What season's that?
4?
But no, I'd agree with you that. Yeah, definitely if they redid it so we didn't know.
Yeah.
Graves
it was too obvious, and it's like I can understand why some people didn't like it. because of that. Because it's like, what else can you do?
Yeah.
You can just see. It's nice to see Data showing emotion for a change, showing his jealousy and anger, and how he conflicts with like Picard and stuff. But it's not really adding to.
Yeah.
It's not developing into anything. That's it, really. I think that's a downfall of the episode. Even though I find it entertaining, quite enjoyable to watch. Just like seeing Data being like Law.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being someone else. Something different, yeah. What do you think done really well in this episode?
I think Graves' character was good.
Yeah.
That's one thing I didn't necessarily like about Next Generation is how everyone on the ship is pretty much perfect. You know, there's no
flaws.
Yeah, flaws. Yeah, so when you got this guy who, you know, degrades women and is very self-centered, you know, no one on the ship is like that.
Yeah.
Which isn't true to life. So it's nice when you do have these episodes where you got characters that are like people that you would meet on the street or at work, just normal people with all their flaws. So I like Graves' character. I also like the fact that we found out that, you know, he's Data's granddad.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
That was nice touch. Be interesting to know if Graves is referenced in future episodes with Soon.
I don't think he is referred to again.
Okay.
Yeah, from memory. Yeah. But we can keep note of that. Yeah. But or let us know in the comments if that's the case. I don't think Graves is mentioned again.
I don't know. Let us know.
Yeah.
What do you think they did well?
I think Brent Spiner, just him. He did really well as an actor. Like both the actor who played Graves and Brent Spiner, because it was a giveaway that they were both the same people, and I think they did very well performing.
Yes.
Yeah. What line stood out to you in that episode?
None really. To be quite honest.
Oh, fair enough. Well, mine was what we talked about earlier. To love him is to know him. To
know
him is to love him.
I mean, that can stand out in the funny part. But
yeah.
I mean, it does stand out, doesn't it? That line.
Yeah, I guess it's it's obvious, isn't it? Well, that's the only one that's for me. I thought it was quite funny as well.
Yeah, it goes on to the next one, which is Data's speech that I found funny.
Is that what you found funny? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. My bit was women are people, they're women. It's probably not something you should be laughing at, but yeah, it was a bit awkward. What was the ultimate? I couldn't find any ultimate bad acting moment.
No, I thought it was quite good.
Yeah, acting was quite good. Maybe just the Picard fall.
Yes, that's true.
The Picard being hit and hitting the wall.
That was bad acting. Patrick Stewart.
Patrick
filmed that one scene.
Yeah,
put it in.
Get it together, Picard. Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
Right. And then, what would you say the moral lesson is in that episode? If there was, it wasn't really like a morality episode, was it? Don't get yourself into an android.
Okay. I was tempted to do that last night.
Yeah.
I think it's how to face death and not cheating death.
Yeah. We've been trying to do that recently.
I have, yeah. Trying to extend my life. Well, there are some people, aren't there? The super rich who freeze their brains.
Yeah.
In hopes that one day
Demolition
we'll be
Man.
able to regenerate their bodies.
Yeah.
But it's a good reminder that we are all human and that death does come to us all. So you do need to treat life sacred and be prepared for it, really.
Okay.
It's very deep, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Gosh. I've got to start writing my will now. No, that's good though. Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Any moral lessons for you?
Yes, for me. I treat others as how you'd like to be treated.
Okay.
Yeah, Ira wasn't giving Data the opportunity.
Mm.
You know, he was gonna take his life for himself and cheat, and lucky thing, not allowing him to have the opportunity. Obviously, Data would have done the opposite. He would have, you know, he wouldn't have done that. So he took advantage. And
very rude.
But yeah, a bit of a stretch that one. But yeah,
no, that's a good lesson. Good lesson.
Yeah, how many times was Worf denied? Just a Romulan comment I can think of.
Yeah, me too. Insulted by and couldn't.
He got denied.
No, there was two, wasn't there?
In that
where
one.
She said, "Are you a Romulan?" And he was like really angry with that, and then Ira Graves insulting him.
Yeah,
and then him not being able to.
He got denied
kill them both.
his own heritage.
Yeah. He got denied a free kill.
Yeah.
How many women did Riker sleep with? None.
He wasn't really in this episode.
No.
Weedy security people.
We might as well say one. The guy lying down.
Yeah, he might be an engineer though.
Oh, they're all weedy, aren't they?
Yeah, that's true. Geordie was one as well. Geordie always gets like knocked over or beaten up or something, doesn't he?
Is he? Oh, brainwashed,
taken hostage,
turns into an alien thing.
Yeah. So he's the engineers, even O'Brien, he was all in Deep Space Nine. He gets a lot of horrible things.
He was better.
He got a lot of worse. He got duplicated. His duplicate got killed. He was in prison for 30 years or something, and then brought back to the present.
Yeah, but he also did a lot of good stuff as well. Like Deep Space Nine, upgrading the systems.
True. Armed it with 1,000 photon torpedoes.
Yes.
Phaser banks.
Saving Task.
Yeah, that's true.
Helping him out.
Yeah, what's Geordie done?
Coolant leak. We've got a coolant leak. That's all he does, isn't it? And then
we're going and rolls underneath.
Yes, exactly.
Always the last one out.
Come on. Let's wait. Wait, I'm not going yet. No, keep going. Now I'm out.
Do the roll. Yeah. I'm surprised his visors get fallen off. He should do like the Indiana Jones. His like visor comes off and he grabs it as just before it closes.
Oh yeah, he rolls under.
Yeah.
It's like and he's feeling down for it. His arms get cut.
Yeah.
Sorry, Geordie.
No, but anyway, I enjoyed that episode. It's probably a bit like you know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's more for entertainment value.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I wouldn't go back and watch it.
You wouldn't?
No. Like, not straight away anyway. Like 10 years later, maybe.
10 years, okay.
When I've forgotten all about it.
50 something.
Yeah.
Fair enough, yeah. Well, let's see if the next episode is as memorable as this one.
I hope so. Yeah. I'm sure it is.
I'm sure it is.
Things can only get better.
That's true. Well, let us know what you think of the episode, if you thought it was a hit or a miss.
And do you think he was a schizoid man?
Schizoid man? Are you? Let us know if any of you are schizoids.
Like James?
Yes. We'll see you again in the next episode.
Live long and prosper.